Good morning, Taiwan, and thank you for sharing your day with us. I am Louisa Lee, here to provide you with the most up-to-date news around the globe. 早安，你好，欢迎收看 Louisa 报报，每天给你最新最有趣的新闻。First, in Japan, more than 1 million people in central and western Japan have been requested to leave their homes, with Typhoon Rogue expected to hit sometime on Wednesday. The storm, which is currently moving northeast, is looking to bring heavy rain to the south of Osaka, while the city of Nagoya is facing the threat of floods and landslides. Do make a note that traveling to and from certain parts of Japan may be severely disrupted as well. 台风若克在日本造成蛮严重的灾情，超过100万人被迫撤离家园。And Japan is not the only nation that is experiencing natural disasters. 4 earthquakes of up to 5.8 magnitude rocked Guatemala on Monday in 2.5 hours, killing 3 and injuring more than 13 people. The tragic events have also affected more than 400 residents who were forced to abandon their hometown. 除了印度之外，瓜地马拉也发生一连串的强震，造成很多人伤亡。当地政府已经撤离400人，避免发生更多意外。
3 people lost their lives as a wave of earthquakes hit southern Guatemala. 1 woman was killed when her house collapsed in the town of Quilapa, close to the epicenter. The 2 other victims died when their cars were buried in a landslide. 13 more people have been injured. About 400 were evacuated in the Santa Rosa region. 4 quakes of up to 5.8 magnitude hit in just 2.5 hours. Authorities say the worst is now over, but residents are worried.
The truth is that the quake has been hard to deal with. Today's tremors hit pretty hard. In this neighborhood, we had to leave our homes. The streets were quite dangerous because of the surrounding walls.
Guatemala's seen more than 15,000 smaller quakes since 1979.
Now to other news, child abuse cases are on the rise, and is the slow economy to blame? Our Jennifer Zhang has the story.
Pediatricians are seeing a hike in child abuse reports in their clinics, mostly in infants, which are believed to have something to do with the nation's recent economic goals. Data have shown that a number of child abuse cases increased sharply, rising from about 9 cases per 100,000 children in pre-recession years to almost 15 per 100,000 kids during the recession, a 65% increase. Researchers said that the figure also echoes a sociological research linking violence to declines in economic well-being. According to the study, which examined medical records and national labor statistics during the time between 2004 and 2007, among the 422 children diagnosed with abusive head trauma during the study, around 65 cases occurred each year before the recession, and the number climbed to about 108 yearly during the recession. Even though the research doesn't prove that recession caused the abuse, some pediatricians believe that economic stresses may have somehow distributed to the increase of child abuse cases in disadvantaged families.
Guys, thank you for joining us back here for your latest entertainment scoop. I am Louisa Lee. They rocked from Agora Hills of California to Taipei's Nangang Exhibition Hall. American rock band Linkin Park stopped for Taiwanese fans for one night as part of their 1,000 Suns World Tour this past Monday. Let's spice up your morning with some rock and roll tunes from one of the best bands of the new millennium. 我们等了2年，终于等到了联合公园礼拜一晚上在南港展览馆开唱，吸引了将近2万人，表演很精彩。我们现在带你一起来欣赏。Linkin Park is not taking any breaks from producing mind-blowing sound soon, even with 25 awards under their belt. Marking their third time in Taiwan, the rock sextet chased away Monday blues and turned the night around for the massive crowd in Taipei's Nangang Exhibition Hall by starting the showcase with Paper Cut from their debut album Hybrid Theory, which was released in 2000.
What I wanted to be, I look exactly like what you would always wanted to see. I can't forget about the criminal I am, stealing second after second just cause I know I can. But I can't pretend this is the way it'll stay. I'm just trying to finish it. I can't pretend I'm who you want me to be.
By joining their star power, lead singer Chester Bennington and Mike Shinoda rocked the live gig with Meteora's Line From You, which rose to the top of the Billboard Modern Rock track in 2004. Linkin Park, which is rated as one of the most successful acts in the fledgling rap rock movement, proved their unshakable status once again after another sold-out show in Taiwan following their last visit 2 years ago. With some great beats in mind, close to 20,000 fans went home completely satisfied. Linkin Park is hitting the road again and will be pleasing music followers next in Jakarta of Indonesia tonight. And that's what you call a rock show. Now turning to movie news, which new film is getting all the attention and is making big bucks? We have the box office results for you. 过了17年，《狮子王》又再次攻占北美票房冠军。这次 Disney 推出了3D 版的《狮子王》，要让大家重温这部经典卡通。
Just as successful as 17 years ago, when it first hit the big screen, The Lion King 3D opened in first place after earning $30.2 million, ruling the North American box office during the past weekend. Prior to the release of the Blu-ray DVD of The Lion King on October 4th, Disney arranged a 2-week special run in theaters. Even with high availability of home videos, the film still attracted a huge crowd of people who loves Disney's classic hand-drawn cartoons. Doubling industry expectations, Simba and his pals grossed in more than the weekend's 3 other new films combined. Studio research showed that 56% of audience were female and 59% of them were 25 years old and under. The original film raked in $40.9 million in June 1994, when the average ticket price was around $4. Dethroned by The Lions, the virus thriller Contagion grossed in $14.5 million during its second weekend, taking in a total of $44.3 million since its release. Comparing with the previous 2 films, action drama Drive generated a lukewarm debut in 3rd place, bringing in merely $11.3 million. Starred by Ryan Gosling and Carey Mulligan, the film received positive comments from movie critics. However, the ticket buyers were somehow disappointed to see that the film was actually a slow-paced drama instead of an action flick filled with exciting car chases. The Help followed in 4th with $6.5 million and is likely to break the $150 million barrier next week, as it is now becoming the only film in 2011 to stay on the top 5 chart for 6 weekends. The weekend's 2 other new releases struggled to draw audiences. Starred by James Marsden and Kate Bosworth, the thriller Straw Dogs debuted to $5.1 million only. The film, a remake of the 1971 film of the same name, tells the story about a screenwriter who relocates with his wife to her hometown in the South, where they face threats from their neighbors. Sarah Jessica Parker's new comedy, I Don't Know How She Does It, failed to pull in fans like her Sex and the City flicks. The film landed in 6th place with a disappointing $4.4 million.